Hello and welcome to Breakfast Central Sports Update. I am Udoka Njoku. Now straight to the top stories. Kenya's first Olympic medalist, Wilson Kiprugut, has been hailed as a pioneer following his death at the age of 84. Kiprugut won a bronze medal in the 800 meter at the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo and followed that up with a silver over the same distance, Mexico City, 4 years later. Athletics Kenya says Kiprugut, who died in Kericho County on Wednesday after a long illness, was one of the country's pioneering athletes. Kenya's first female Olympian, Tekla Sang, who competed at the 1968 Games alongside Kiprugut, described him as a humble and hardworking role model. And straight to cricket now, South Africa have appointed Malibongwe Maketa as an interim head coach for the three-test tour of Australia, which starts in December. The 42-year-old will take over from Mark Boucher, who will step down after the current T20 World Cup. Maketa is a coach of the South Africa A team, and he was an assistant coach with the senior team from 2017 to 2019. For South Africa, they are second in the World Test Championships, heading into the series in Australia with the hosts top of the standings. Now, the first test in Brisbane begins on the 17th of December. And straight to boxing now, Anthony Joshua says he is prepared to fight old rival Dillian Whyte on his return to action next year. Joshua is considering his potential next opponent after losing a rematch with Alexander Usyk in August. Joshua, who beat Whyte in 2015, says the Swede Otto Wallin and Filip Krokic are also options for his opponent. Whyte and Joshua's rivalry has endured over the years, with both men repeatedly saying they are open to a rematch. And Whyte, who is 34, is also looking to bounce back from defeat by Tyson Fury on the 26th of November when he fights American Jermaine Franklin in London. And for Anthony Joshua, he is recovering from his third defeat and the first successive losses of his career. From boxing, let's head straight to football, and we travel straight to Arsenal as Bukayo Saka has returned to training with Arsenal, easing fears regarding his chances of featuring for England at the World Cup. Saka was forced off in the 27th minute of Sunday's 5-0 Premier League win over Nottingham Forest following a heavy challenge from Renan Lodi. The youngster's injury led to fears he might not be fit to feature in Gareth Southgate's squad for Qatar, but manager Mikel Arteta confirmed on Wednesday Saka had overcome the problem. And with Arsenal looking to top the Europa League group by beating Zurich on Thursday, Saka has joined Alexander Zinchenko and Egypt's Mohamed El Neni in making a return to training. And to Europe, talking about the Champions League now, let's look at the games played yesterday. And starting off with this guy now, Chelsea's player Denis Zakaria, a Swiss professional. He scored on his Chelsea debut as the Blues recorded a fourth straight Champions League win with a 2-1 victory over Dinamo Zagreb at Stamford Bridge. Petkovic headed Dynamo into a 7th-minute lead, but the Blues soon leveled. Gabon striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang assisted Raheem Sterling, who coolly finished the bottom left corner for the equalizer for Chelsea. And Sterling missed a great chance when he powered Kai Havertz's pass over from close range, but Zakaria fired into the bottom left corner from a similar distance after another cutback pass from Kai Havertz to seal the Chelsea win. In other matches, it was a superb sub, talking about Nuno Mendes, who scored the winner for Paris Saint-Germain in a 2-1 victory against Juventus, although it was not enough to clinch top spot in Group H. Meanwhile, Rico Lewis became Manchester City's youngest Champions League goal scorer as Pep Guardiola's side came from behind to defeat Sevilla 3-1 in the final group game. And with that, let's look at the results of other games in the UEFA Champions League. 4-0 it was for AC Milan against Salzburg. AC Milan still in their place in the round of 16. Chelsea also went on to defeat Dinamo Zagreb 2-1. And from there, let's go straight to Group F as we saw Real Madrid defeat Celtic by 5-1, and Leipzig defeated Shakhtar Donetsk by 4-0. Straight to Group G now. It was a 1-1 draw between Borussia Dortmund and Copenhagen as Manchester City came from a goal down to defeat Spanish giant Sevilla by 3-1. And Juventus finished off third in that group in Group H as they lost to Paris Saint-Germain 2-1, and Maccabi Haifa lost at home to Benfica 6-1. And today we'll get to see Europa League action as we wrap up those games And on the 7th of November, we'll get to see the draws for the next round of the Champions League and also the Europa League and the Europa Conference League. And that's a wrap on Sports Update on Breakfast Central. I am Udoka Njoku.
Thank you very much, Udoka. Not very interested in conversations that my team has no business in.
Yeah,
but of course.
But you know, talking about the Anthony Joshua fight and the Whyte fight, it looks like it's going to be a big deal for them because it looks like both of them are trying to bounce back from their losses, especially for Anthony Joshua, who suffered successive losses. It really is a big deal for them this time.
Very true. I mean, Anthony Joshua needs to bounce back because a lot of his fans actually believe he should retire. He has lost back-to-back fights against Alexander Usyk. So this one against Dillian Whyte, when they eventually agree to fight, it will surely be a big deal to look forward to.
Oh, we're always supporting him and always behind him in every way possible. Yeah. Thanks very much for those sports stories, Udoka.
Thank you very much.